Alright, another actual long video. Wow. This time about the Sega Nomad. From probably the smallest part of my collection, my Sega stuff. This is before me. This is before my time. If you don't know what a Nomad is, pretty much. Hold on. You're going to see the Sega logo for a little bit. I'm going to unplug the... Golly, that's tight. Hold on. You're going to see nothing for a second. There we go. It didn't want to let go of that controller. Anyway, yeah, this stuff's before me. If you don't know what a Nomad was, this is basically a portable Sega Genesis. Or, if you don't know what a Genesis is, one of these bad boys. Focus. Genesis. Yeah, Model 2, this one doesn't work. Forgive it being a little dusty and dirty. It was my uncle's. It does not work anymore. It just displays something about can't read cart error. I think the contacts are dead. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years now. This is not all of my Sega stuff. It's almost. Again, smallest part of my collection. But yeah, so the concept of playing home console games on the go is not a new one. This came out in 1995. This is not an amazing example of one. It's a pretty decent example of one. But it's got scuffs and dings and such. I do actually play it. These are kind of rare. Mine's a rare one where the resistors in it are still good. That's a big problem with these. Those tend to go out. I'm rambling. Yeah, released, I think it was October. Yeah, around October. No, January 19th. Somewhere around that. 1995 is when this was released. It's a very cool system, but it was a very expensive system. You got to think, 1995. This retailed for $180 in 95. Keep in mind, the Sega Genesis came out 1989 here in the States, 88 in Japan. So you're already on aging hardware. You're 1 year away from the PlayStation 1. You could buy, pull it out again. You could buy this bad boy, $49, because it was on sale. It was on its way out. Sega tried to hold on for dear life with the Master System for as long as they could. It was their cash cow, their most successful system. Because, as most people know, they really only released, like, I think it's 4. I think there's one they released. It's a really obscure one in the 70s, or late 70s. Then, of course, the Master System, then the Genesis, and then the Dreamcast. That's obviously disregarding their handheld. Their, Game Gear, which apparently I used to have one. I don't know what happened to it. It was blue. I think it got thrown away, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a very odd looking thing. As you can see, they designed it like that. It's actually fairly comfortable to hold. It's a chunky unit, but you gotta keep in mind, this is an entire 16-bit not master system, Genesis inside this thing. Here is the battery pack. Mine, of course, does not work because why? I can't have nice things. Well, anyway, it takes 8 AA batteries. 8. And battery life off of those 8 was apparently abysmal. You'd get about an hour, if you were lucky, of playtime on this thing. Of course, the screen's backlit. Here, hold on. Let me try to plug it in. Ooh, cable. Wow. That's some fun stuff right there. Grab My 6-pack. Yeah, grab that. Put that in. That's the one that gets the most playtime. Okay, don't give me trouble now. Come on. Come on. I just got you playing a minute ago. Yeah. But these old cartridge-based systems, they're a bit finicky. I know you're not supposed to blow on them, but I am. I know. Forgive me, I have sinned. I'm sorry. But would you look at that? It's working. Bring up the contrast. Bring. No. Nope. Come on. Come on. Ah, there we go. Which one? Yeah, 6-pack has some. Yep. One little mono speaker, not very great. It does have a headphone jack. That's something they lost on the version 2.0. There's 4 versions. You've got the... Okay, that's enough, Sonic. That's enough. You've got the version 1.0, version 2.0, which is this little guy right here. This guy, Sega Genesis. Yep, him. He's version 2.0. Then there's a 3.0, which came out like a way later. It came out like as a budget sort of plug and play, kind of, in like 2006, 2004, something along that. I don't remember when the Genesis 3 came out, but it retailed for like $30. Came with, I think, Sonic built in, but all it did was play games. You didn't have any expansion ports or anything. It's considered generally the worst version, but it's still cheap. This one is just cool. They're pretty rare. They didn't sell well. They only sold them for about a year, and then they didn't sell good, as you can imagine. You're on the tail end of the Genesis here. 1995. $180, not counting games. This didn't come with games, and it didn't come with that or a controller. You could buy this one. Again, I'm going to pull them out again. Might as well just keep them up here. You could buy this one. $40. Came with 2 controllers. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. In fact, this one, that's the game that came with this one. And that's the controller that came with this one. So eventually, Sega did not produce that many of them. I don't know how many units they sold. It flopped abysmally. It was a terrible, terrible flop. I know they disappeared from store shelves. People say somewhere around 97, and they were completely gone. You couldn't find them anymore. Because stores, when they'd buy them, they just couldn't sell them. I heard one story online of one guy saying you could buy them. The store was like literally just basically trying to give them away. You could buy them for like $10, and they'd come with a game. And it's just not that practical. If you had one of these, you were a rich kid. That's what you were. You were a rich kid. You had probably a Neo Geo at home with with like Metal Slug or something. And you probably already had the other ones. But yeah, it just wasn't that big of it just didn't have that big of an appeal. I mean, why would it? Yeah, it's portable, but yeah, that's cool, but it's $180. It's not even that portable. The screen is backlit. And it does have a controller port. There is something fun about this. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. Yes. Old PS2 style. You can plug the, hold on, that's actually a visual. That's actually a visual out port. You can use this thing as a controller plugged directly into a TV. It's just like a Switch, baby. Just like a Switch. This thing was a Switch before it was cool. That's probably what I'm going to call the title. There wasn't a Switch when this thing came out. It was far from it. But yeah, if you wanted to play Sonic 2, people. No, don't fall over. You wanted to play Sonic 2 with I can't think of it. How did I forget? I know what that character's name is. Dr. Eggman. It's not Eggman. During this... No, don't scratch. Don't scratch the beautiful console. During... you Dr. Robotnik is what it was called in the 90s. Is what it was called. See, Sonic and Tails team up. As you can see, this one is... This case is in pretty decent shape. It's not sun-dried or bleached or anything. It's missing the manual. But that's very sad. And of course, I don't have the box. But, and another thing, this D-pad right here, I don't like this D-pad. That's a big problem with these. But I guess if you're buying one of these, your chances are you're not buying it because of a Genesis. Truthfully, nowadays, there's no reason to buy a Genesis at all. You have to be buying it because you are in the age group that you grew up with these things, which I am not. I just think old video game consoles and old tech like this is cool. So whenever I get a chance, I collect it. Because this is before me. This is a couple years before me. I have a top loader, which is still a couple of years before me, NES. I have yet to get an Atari. I need an Atari. Anyway. So yeah, this is before me. So I don't have any of that memory. So I'm in the camp of I buy it because it's a collector piece. Those are the only two reasons you're going to buy it. This particular one you're going to buy because it's a collector piece. If you're remembering it as just a, wow, I remember that. I used to have that. You're going to look at it and be like, it's $500? Because these are not cheap. This one was like $370 in this condition. Or $280. In good shape, they're about $300 and something. And then eventually, somewhere along the line, I'm going to have to rip this open and fix the capacitors. It's not hard. When those go bad, they leak out. They don't ruin anything. They can, but they don't really typically. All you have to do is open it up, clean off the motherboard, and put new resistors in it that won't leak and, go out. They're basically just batteries. That's typically pricey. But yeah, this is a collector's item. That's the reason you buy one of these. You probably do not care. This particular one does work. And again, I do play it every now and then. It's a bit aggravating because it's corded and this cord isn't that great. That or the jack isn't that good, but whatever. Yeah, okay. No, I don't want no circus music. But yeah, as you can plug that in. Well, before this video takes the end of time to upload, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, go ahead and subscribe. If you like cars and stuff, I have a second channel, which is really my main channel. I upload every day. I'll have the link to that in the description. It's Trailer Park Supercars. If you're interested, I have a 1974 Caprice that I'm building. If you want to go see that. It's a slow process, but I am building it. I suspect most of the people, the 5 people who see this video, are not going to care if they even know what that is. But There might be a couple of you that do if they made it this far. Anyway, thank you for watching, and now I'm going to wait till the inevitable end of time for this video to upload. Have a good one.